Wow, look at those colours.
Morning, my friends. I've got a random midweek day off, so of course I'm heading out on a ride, and I thought I'd bring you guys with me. Let me actually finish my porridge first and I'll talk you through the plan in a bit more detail. Yes, so the plan today, because we're very much in the changing of the seasons, we're in, what is it, early November. I thought it might be quite nice to jump on the gravel bike, which is just that shot there, and head into nature. And because I'm going off-road and I'm going to be in the woods and it's going to feel a bit camping-y, I thought I might bring some extra stuff with me so I can really enjoy it and take a nice easy day in nature. So I'm going to pop some bags on my bike and talk you through it quickly. So it's a little bit chilly today, so in this Restrap bag I'm going to stuff a super light, highly packable little puffy jacket. I'm also actually going to put a spare pair of trousers just in case it gets super cold. And then in this bag I'm also just going to keep some basic tools and a spare tube. So in the top tube bag I've put in my GoPro, a little tripod for my phone. I've got a external battery charger because anyone who watched my previous video will know my GoPro battery is not enjoying the cold at the minute and it is pretty chilly today. And then in the bar bag, I've got a little pot of soup, which I'm really looking forward to just enjoying in the woods later on. A spoon and a sausage roll, because this is a relatively long ride, so I am going to make sure I stay well fueled. I think that's it. I think I just need to get ready and actually head out. So for today's route, I'm heading up towards northeast London, where I'll be entering Epping Forest, which is apparently London's biggest forest. Really beautiful space. I've been there a few times on road rides, but never taken it on as gravel. Today's route features on a list by Red Bull of London's best gravel rides. Some of you may remember I actually did a ride from that list. I think it was about this time last year. I went into Kent. That was a really good ride, really beautiful. Much harder than I remembered. So, well, not as I remember, but much harder than I expected. I kind of forgot that gravel is obviously a lot more hard work than road. I think the official route starts and finishes at Walthamstow, whereas I live in southeast London, so obviously I'm making my way across London to get to the start point. I've also slightly trimmed the route, made it a bit shorter, because, well, just because I wanted to. I've taken a wrong turn. As always, I'll leave a link to my ride in the description of the video, as well as the route that I planned this ride from, just in case any of you are in London and fancy giving this ride a try for yourself. Right, like I said, I've got a bit of a way to get myself to the start of the route, so I'm going to put the camera away and let's get us into the woods. Oh, I love riding on a weekday because you see all the miserable commuters and you realise to yourself, any other day that would be me. But not today, my friends. Not today.
And lying on the grass this morning, quiet will you Anna's calling. I don't know why.
This little hill here is called Forest Rise, so I think we could be approaching the start of the route. Into the woods we go.
I wouldn't meddle, the creatures in their own right. We couldn't make it though we tried to. The big night out that I denied you. I don't know why. I don't know why we even tried. Seasonal disorder in July.
Oh, this is beautiful and very peaceful. Just what I was hoping for. Immediate reactions. The autumn colours are gorgeous. Literally just what I was hoping for. A lot of the colours are on the floor rather than still on the trees, but still looks absolutely beautiful. Second reaction is, I underestimated how muddy it would be. It hasn't rained much at all lately, so I just thought I'll keep on the relatively... Perfect timing to nearly crash. Yes, I kept on my just kind of dry rock gravel tyres, because like I said, it really hasn't rained much recently and I thought it'd be drier than it is, but I clearly should have put the muddier tyres on. I remember saying a similar thing last year during the gravel ride video where I kind of was under-biked, and it seems like I haven't learned my lesson. And the other immediate reaction is that it's not super easy to navigate. There's lots of different paths that fork off in different directions. So it's not super easy to see which one on your bike computer is the one you're supposed to follow. But they all seem to rejoin, so it doesn't seem to be the end of the world. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally go down a non-cycling path at any point. But it is a weekday, so I've seen a couple of dog walkers, but it's not busy.
Children, 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 have you seen this place?
Oh, look at these colours. So good.
Children, children, have you seen this place? Children, 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 us having children. Have you seen this place? Your jeans and mine, if they combine, a friend that we could play on, an unsuspecting mind. Your hazel eyes, my tendency to lie.
That is an excellent start to this route. I've ditched the glasses, they were just getting too foggy every time I stopped. Oh, even the non-foresty bits are great colours. Good choice to come out today. It's a little bit cold. I think it's like 12, well actually that's not that cold really for November, is it? But it's about 12 degrees. So I've gone full tights, long sleeve jersey, thin little gilet. But one lesson at least I did learn from the previous gravel ride is that gravel riding is a lot harder work than road riding, and you're going a lot slower. So you do tend to get warmer. So I had layers that I know I could easily remove. So the little hat I had under my helmet's gone. The gloves are gone. At some point the gilet could go, although I don't think it's going to. And I've also taken off the glasses because every time I stopped to do a little bit of filming, they just steamed up and it was getting extremely annoying.
Here's a boy at primary school, hear him singing like a fool, all the playground listening to Curtis sing.
To be fair, I think part of the reason it's quite hard to navigate today is just because there are so many leaves all over the floor, so it's hard to see which things might be kind of tracks. But I'll tell you what, if I don't crash today, I will be amazed, because there's so many hidden chunky sticks underneath the leaves, and it's squelchy and muddy, and my tyres aren't slick enough, and also I'm not technically good enough a rider. I've almost come down a few times already, but having a great time. I probably need to remember that this is actually a relatively long ride. I'm still doing 70 kilometers today, so I probably need to stop in quite so often to film nice flyby shots, but they do look nice, don't they?
Morning comes around again, you'll be here, I don't know when.
I think, I was trying to check that Epping Forest was actually in London, and it is, but I think from memory, looking at the map, this golf course that we're kind of skirting next to is when we enter Essex and leave London. So yeah, a lot of Epping Forest is technically in Essex, but it's so accessible from London. The benefit of Essex over Kent, as I've said a lot of times in the videos, at least for people like me, is Essex is a lot flatter than Kent. So today's ride isn't too hilly. I think the bit of the route that I trimmed off, maybe it did start getting a bit hillier. So if you're gonna do the full thing, just be prepared, fuel up. Probably be quite hard work, I'd imagine.
So we add our harmonies to the song of love, the song of peace.
Don't think you can really see that phone screen, but Rainier, avocado cyclist, just messaged me to say it's been pissing down in Epping. He's staying here at the minute. He was meant to come on today's ride, but he's had an issue with his bike, sadly. So that explains why it's so muddy. Yeah, I got chatting to a local, And I said to him, it's a lot muddier than I was expecting. And he said, this is actually quite dry. So if you are going to do this route, stick some fat chunky tyres on, because I'm slipping and sliding in these. I'm on 31 kilometers, which means I'm about 5k away from the halfway point of the ride, which, I don't know, I'm just kind of surprised by it. I did shorten the route. I'm the only one to blame. I think at that point I'll stop for lunch, eat my soup, maybe save my sausage roll for the way home. But this is glorious.
Windy flowers shafting, some election coming soon.
Wow, look at those colours.
An age to take the stage again. Boxing Day of '99. How long were you biding time? I imagine us in class, faithful to the last. Now you sing in sweet relief the song of love, the song of peace.
I just slammed the brakes on and I was like, whoa! But it was just some statues of deer. I feel like it wouldn't be entirely honest of me if I didn't show that there has been some hiker bike on this ride. Some of it's just been too muddy for my tyres. But it's all part of the fun. I'm now right bang on halfway, so I'm basically just waiting until I see somewhere nice to stop for lunch. I mean, as if there's somewhere not nice to stop for lunch. It's all beautiful around here. But I guess I wouldn't mind a bench or a log to sit on, just so I'm not sat on the wet grass. Oh, glorious stuff. How many times have I said glorious in this video? A few. This little mound of grass will do nicely indeed. I think I will put my jacket on. It's a bit chilly. I might also air out my sweaty skull. Okay, so lunch is sausage roll, vegan, always. And in this, I thought this was Sea to Summit, but I can't remember what brand it is. In this little thermos pot, I've got some lentil and vegetable soup that Chelsea made yesterday. So hopefully this will warm me up. And yeah, have a little sit down here for a little while, take in the views. Because we're in Essex, you can still hear a bit of road in the distance, which is a bugbear of mine. It would be nice to go on a ride where you're properly in the middle of nowhere and you can't hear any road traffic at all, but here we are. Yeah, let's tuck into this soup. Oh. I look forward to this slop around in my belly for the next 30 kilometers. I think I'm going to bring soup on a bike ride more often. That was great stuff. All right, 34 kilometers to go. Let's get back pedaling. I reckon I've got another hour and a half of forest, maybe an hour and a bit, and then back on the road, back to the way home. It's been really fantastic stuff so far. Work has been kicking my ass a bit lately, so a little midweek forest adventure is exactly what the doctor ordered. Nice one.
From the moment you open the curtains, you know it's a weird one.
So hard to know when you are and when you aren't on a route.
You can tell by the
See, it all works out in the end. You think you're not on a route, you pedal a bit further, you come across a wooden post, you're back on a path.
you an echo of yourself, an empty well standing way. No one on this side of town could save you. Until now.
Looks like we might be approaching civilization, so yeah, we might not have that much forest left.
There's a beer in the car. and it's only
Yeah, TfL bus stop, so we must be reapproaching London proper.
carries around, but they're only in town for the day.
Oh my god.
There was a body of water.
Oh, just as I thought that gravel drama was over, they throw that nasty puddle at me. We are definitely reapproaching kind of Walthamstow, North London now. But it looks like one final sprinkling of gravel. Oh, almost hit the deck. It looks like one final sprinkling of forest and gravel before we do. And the colours are serving. Okay, that is us firmly back in London. Gravel over. So I'm gonna put some warm layers back on because I'm gonna be rolling a bit faster now. And we'll, I promise you gravel, not road. So let's cut to the end of the video back in my house. See if Toby's moved off that beanbag yet. My guess is no. I knew you'd still be there, you little lazy beast. You been there all day? Oi, oi, oi. That was a glorious route. As predicted, the cat is still lazily snoozing in his beanbag. I put a little hot water bottle underneath it so it keeps it nice and warm. I also probably should wash up the old porridge bowl, eh? I've probably said it about 100 times, but that really was a glorious route. I highly recommend it. Like I said, a link to the route will be in the description of the video. And I need to remember, I'll put on the screen who recommended the route to Red Bull, because thank you for that route, it was quality. 4 hours and 26 minutes moving time, 71k, so only an average speed of 16 kilometers an hour. Gravel's just hard going, man. Thank you as always for watching, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're new to the channel and this is up your street, there's plenty more like this. Bikepacking adventures, vlogs with mates, usually there's other people with me and usually they're a bit funnier than me, but today it was just me, apologies. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if this is up your street and you're not already. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this, because the algorithm tells you apparently you're supposed to do that. And I think that's probably it. If you want to see my previous gravel adventure out into Kent, taken from the Red Bull list, then check out this video here. Thanks for watching. Cheers. You cozy? Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.